called this video how YouTube saved me $30,000. If you bear with me, I'll show you why.
This is a 2016 Toyota Landcruiser GXL, and about a year ago
I had fitted to that the Provent catchcan,
which is over there.
About 8,000 k's after I had it fitted, I did a video on how much oil we collected through that. So if you're interested, you can have a look at that. But anyway, when it's standard, the Landcruiser
Has a hose which goes from
that outlet in the crankcase to that inlet in the inlet manifold, and that catches all the vaporized oil out of the crankcase and puts it back in through the intake system. You've all seen that anyway. Now when I had it fitted at a reputable four-wheel drive shop, and when I picked the car up, I thought it was odd that the guy that worked on it said to me, you don't need one of these on a 200 series because they don't have any blow-by. Thought it was a bit odd, but anyway, I didn't think much of it. But it probably shows up.
That's just an idle. You can see how much blow-by there is. And that's been caught by that catch can.
Now the first time I emptied it at about 8,000 kilometres, I pulled out about 250 mils of oil. And it's been in there for now nearly 12 months. No, over 12 months, and 16,000 kilometres. And you're supposed to empty it every 5,000 kilometres, which I did. But on successive emptying exercises, there wasn't a lot of oil coming out. Again, didn't think much of it. But then one day I was washing the car. I just happened to look behind the wheel arch
Where my drain hose is. And there's oil all down the chassis rail. And as you can see, it's sprayed up there in the guard.
I just thought, oh, I've left it too long between emptying the catch can out, and it's leaked out. Didn't think much of it again. And then I put the car in for service, and the guys at Toyota told me that there was a loose hose on the catch can. So I thought, oh well, they haven't put it together properly when they've installed it. Again, I didn't think much of it. Anyway, I was watching some YouTube videos. One was about a guy that said he blew up two 200 series engines. And then I watched one from Berrima Diesel on the catch can. And the guy from Berrima Diesel said, whatever you do, don't trust your mechanic that installs this, double check that it's installed properly. Which is exactly what I did. I trusted the four-wheel drive place that had installed it, because they've done a lot of work for me over the years, so I didn't double check. And when I did double check, I found that the hose coming out of the crankcase was going into the bottom of the catch can, and the return hose was going to the inlet manifold. Even though these catch cans stay on the back inlet and outlet, they had the bloody hoses on the wrong way for 18,000 kilometres. And why did I have oil on my chassis rail? Because the pressure had built up in the catch can as the filter had filled up, and had blown the bottom hose off, and the oil was just spewing out the bottom through the drain hole onto my chassis rail. Now this car, since I've had that installed, had been to the four-wheel drive workshop twice. It had been to a Toyota dealer where I bought the car for 2 services, and it had been to the local Toyota dealer for 1 service, and it had been to an independent workshop twice for registration checks, and nobody had picked up that it was on the wrong way. So follow the advice on YouTube, follow my advice. If you've got a catch can fitted, just go out and check. The top hose from the crankcase goes into the top hose on the filter. The bottom return hose goes into the inlet manifold. And if you have it the wrong way, pressure builds up, and if you're not lucky like I was, you can blow your engine, which will cost you between $25,000 and $30,000. So that is how YouTube saved me that much money. I did forget to tell you what happened when I found out that it had been installed incorrectly. I went back to the four-wheel drive shop. As I said, I've been going there for years and years and years. I don't know, they've worked on at least my last 4 cars. Anyway, I went back and I walked in and went up to the salesman, who I've never seen before, probably because they've changed ownership. But I said to him, you know these catch cans, oil catch cans? He said, yeah, great things. Yeah, they save your engine. I said, yeah, I've heard that. I said, but, you know, I played dumb, which I'm really good at doing. I said, but what happens if you install one back the front? And he said, oh, that can cause major damage. That can cause all sorts of things like blown seals, and can blow turbos. Worst case scenario, it'll blow your whole engine. I said, oh, okay. I said, I think you better come and have a look at mine, because I think it's installed back the front. So the salesman, the head mechanic, and the manager all came out to have a look at my car at once. And I popped the bonnet, and they're talking amongst each other, and they said, no, there's nothing wrong with that, that's fitted properly. He said, if it wasn't fitted properly, it'd be blowing smoke. And I said, why would it be blowing smoke? And he couldn't explain to me why he thought it'd be blowing smoke. So I said, have you got another one in there in stock? And he said, yeah, we've got lots of them. I said, well, how about you go and read the instructions on it, and if that's not clear, have a look at YouTube, and then you come and tell me if you still think it's installed correctly. So 3 of them went away. 10 minutes later, one of them sheepishly came back to me and he said, yes, it's installed back the front. I said, so what are we going to do about this? What if there's damage to my engine? He said, well, we'll have to fix all the damage. And I said, okay. How about you switch it around, put it in the right way. It's got to go in for service next week. I'll get them to check it out. And if there's any damage, then you'll hear from me. And I said, but put a new filter in it for me, and ring the manufacturer of the filter and see what consequences there could be of that, and we'll take it from there. So they fitted it properly, put a new filter in. He said he rang the manufacturer, and the manufacturer said it shouldn't cause any damage, but just to keep an eye on it. And I took it to Toyota for its pink slip, and it passed. No notation of oil leaks or anything, so hopefully it's okay. But the moral of this video is, if you get a catch can installed to your car, double check it is plumbed up correctly. Thanks for watching.